Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, I want to do a full face of Essence Cosmetics. Back in like December, I saw so many influencers on TikTok doing a undisclosed ad about the full face of Essence and how amazing it was. And I was like, let me put this to the test. I have a full face of Essence products sitting here right in front of me, and we're going to try them out and see, is it really worth the hype? So you guys want to see what type of products I got? Are they any good? How does it wear on oily skin? Well, then definitely keep watching. Okay guys, so before we dive into today's video, this is not the video that I intended to have out today. I actually bought a full face of drugstore makeup to try out for you guys. I bought it back in December, and it is just traveling around the United States. Like, I'm not kidding. I had to call and talk to Ulta. It arrived here in Florida, and then it was like, I want to go to Louisiana, and now it's in Mississippi. So I don't know when this package is going to arrive, and I'm really kind of upset because I really want to try these products out for you. So at some point that video will come out of me trying out new drugstore makeup. Maybe it won't. Maybe they'll have to send me a new one. I don't know. But right now it's currently on its US leg of the tour around the United States, apparently. Also, I want to bring back this series where I do a full face of one brand every single month. I think it's so fun, especially when geared more towards drugstore, because I really love drugstore makeup, and I feel like this could be the year of the drugstore. I feel like this would be the year that drugstore makeup makes a full comeback and that everybody kind of focuses their attention on drugstore versus high-end, just because, man, times are tough and drugstore makeup has gotten so freaking good, and it's still super affordable for the most part, that I feel like people are going to be kind of shifting their focus over here, and I'm living for it because you guys know I love a good drugstore moment. So with that said, we're going to dive right on in. I have a full face of Essence makeup sitting here right in front of me. I will say that I did try 3 products from Essence before. I tried their Baby Got Bronze. I really do enjoy this bronzer stick. I think it's fantastic. I really love the I Heart Extreme Crazy Volume mascara. I did declutter this back when I was doing my declutter back in December, only because this was empty, but I talked about how much I love this. This was ranked in the top mascaras of 2023. And then I also do have like a Lion King Essence palette, but I am not going to use that today because I really do love that palette. So I did not buy a palette today, but I did buy the like liquid shadow to try out, because I'm kind of buying all the products that I saw the influencers use on TikTok. So many influencers came up with a whole basket full of Essence makeup saying this is the best makeup ever, and it's very obvious that it was an ad. None of them really disclosed that it was an ad, except at the very bottom it said Essence Partner. Influencers, I swear. But they all tried these exact products that I have sitting in front of me right now. So I'm gonna kind of put them to the test. So with that said, guys, let's go ahead and zoom on in. Okay, so I went ahead and I did my brows off camera. I also didn't have any Essence brow products. I didn't really see anything on their website. So we're gonna go ahead and go right on in. So up first, we do have the Essence. This is the Poreless Partner Primer. This is mattifying and blurring with niacinamide, and it says it won't clog pores. So it says that this is a lightweight formula that mattifies and instantly blurs the appearance of pores for more even and smooth looking skin without clogging the pores, extends the wear of makeup. So I'm going to be doing an all-day wear test with this because I really want to see how well this makeup holds up, because like I said, these influencers over here on TikTok were sitting here saying that these are the best makeup products, and oh, that smells really nice. And I really just want to kind of put this to the test to see, were they telling the truth or were they just getting that quick coin? But I will say the products I have tried from Essence, I really have enjoyed. So like, I'm not trying to like talk crap about the brand, because I have enjoyed the bronzer, that palette, and I love the mascara, but I haven't tried anything else. So like, I am super excited. Now I did order all this off of Ulta because I recently told you guys about how I've been going into my local Ulta just to kind of like see if there's any like new makeup and stuff like that. And for some reason, my local Ulta has been destroyed recently. It has been so bad. I just went there the other day because I wanted to go get a powder bronzer that I couldn't find online, and I found one in store. And the store definitely looked a lot cleaner than what it was right after Christmas. But still, at the same time, like, there was just so many girls in there that I saw, like, legit, oh my God, opening up lipstick. Like there's like a NYX stand, taking lipstick from the back, opening it up and swatching it on her hands and then putting it back. And I'm like, that's what the tester is for. This is so unhygienic. So like I was like literally in the store. I won't buy anything now unless I see it completely sealed, unopened. Like I now have to check the products at Ulta as if I was like at TJ Maxx. And I love TJ Maxx. I will 100% buy makeup from TJ Maxx. Not saying I won't. But like a lot of times you find makeup at TJ Maxx that's been opened or used or tried. And I'm very particular about what I buy there now. So I'm doing the same thing now at Ulta, and that's just so sad. I will say that this does feel really smooth. As you guys can see, my pores are still very visible. So it didn't really do anything to blur the appearance of the pores. It does smell really clean and just really fresh. I do like the fragrance of this. It's very lightweight. And my face does feel smooth, but you can definitely see my pores are still super, super visible. So it doesn't really do anything to blur the pores. But we'll see if it does anything to mattify the face. I kind of care more about mattifying the face than I do about the pores anyway. So we're going to have to test that out. Okay. So up next, I got the Keep Me Covered Long Lasting Foundation. This is transfer and waterproof. And this says that this is a silky, lightweight texture with a smooth matte finish. Medium to high coverage for up to 16-hour wear with aloe vera. It's waterproof and it says shake well before use. So anyway, when I was at that Ulta, I was literally in line checking out. I have the shade, by the way, 70 Warm Shell. I was kind of guessing that this is my shade. I could very well be wrong, but we're gonna go for it. Oh, that looks a little bit too yellow. Anyways, I'm at the Ulta store, and 100% I saw oh my God. It's yellow. Oh my, this is yellow. All right, let me take my earring off so I could not get this in my, on my earring. Okay, so like I was at the Ulta and I saw so many young girls in there, by the way. They were buying Fenty, they were buying Drunk Elephant, and they were like probably like 9 years old. They looked so young. And I told you guys recently, I've been seeing this trend all over Sephora. I've been seeing all these young girls buying all this expensive like skincare and makeup, but I haven't seen it myself in person. I was at Ulta and I physically saw it myself. I went right to the car because Corey was just waiting in the car because he doesn't really care to go into Ulta. Plus, I like him waiting in the car, so I feel like I'm not being rushed. So 1,000%, there was just young girls in there that were straight up buying Fenty and Drunk Elephant. And I was like, what the heck? Like at that age, I was buying like makeup from Walmart. I mean, I was buying like CoverGirl. I was buying like Maybelline. Like I was buying Neutrogena. My skincare was like Clean and Clear. My mom had Noxzema. Like it's just crazy to see this trend going on right now. It's super, super crazy. And this kind of smells like paint a little bit. Oh my God. Do you see that? This is yellow. What the heck? Ah. Okay, so I will say it is definitely drying down rather quickly. So that is nice because you can see where it definitely is mattifying. But oh my gosh, it's turning me yellow. Oh, okay. Let's go on let's go on Ulta. I want to see what this says. I got Warm Shell. I got light with a neutral undertone. Does this look neutral to you? This looks yellow. This is yellow. This is not this is not what I thought. It has 3 stars. Okay, well, we're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work. I will say I love how dry it's getting, but at the same time, oh my gosh, like it is making me yellow. Okay, so looking up at the face, I will say it's a really nice coverage. It definitely does dry down rather quickly, and it really does give you a nice, smooth, like even matte appearance that I really do enjoy. My pores are still visible, but I do look super, super matte at this moment. I will say I'm not really the biggest fan of the color because it definitely has a yellow undertone to it, even though I did buy a neutral shade. This definitely is yellow to me. I'm not really the biggest fan of the color on the skin tone, but we're going to see if we can make this work. So for concealer, I did pick up the Keep Me Covered Concealer with Aloe Vera. This has no added fragrance, silicones, or mineral oil. It says that this is vegan, and this is a buildable to medium coverage. It's a creamy texture with aloe vera, and I got the shade 20 Fair. So let's go ahead and try this out. see how I like this. I'm going to take the Singe Beauty F02 brush. I really do enjoy this brush for concealing. I just feel like it's a really fantastic product for that. Really fantastic brush just to get right into the nook and crannies and to help blend out concealer. Really love this brush. Okay, definitely not a bad concealer at all. So to set my eyes, I'm going to go in with the Brighten Up Banana Powder. They actually don't have any setting powder that I saw on the website. I could not find any sort of like setting powder. So I'm just going to kind of make do with like what I have. I'm going to go in actually with my brush with bling brushes. This is the F34, and we're just going to take this banana powder and we're just going to set that concealer. I think this will be the first time I kind of go through a full face of makeup without setting the face, but they just didn't have setting powder. All they have is just banana powder. So we're just going to have to make do with what we have. Now that we set the concealer, we're going to go in with the bronzer stick right here. I'm going to take the Baby Got Bronze. Such a beautiful, beautiful bronzer stick. I really do enjoy this stick and I love the smell. The scent is like a watermelon scent. It's super, super, super nice. And I remember really loving this a lot last year in 2023 when I tried it out. Really, really nice. Okay, so I will say that's a really nice bronzer, but I am going to go in with this banana powder one more time. Now I'm just going to kind of like set the whole face with this a little bit, because if I don't, like, I feel like I'm going to get so oily. I just need to do something. So I'm just going to lightly tap this powder just kind of like all over the face. I know I'm not really supposed to because it's banana powder, but we gotta do something because this oily face cannot handle not being set with powder. Take a look at this. I will say my nose is lifting up just a tad. The nose is coming up just a little bit, and you can see right here where the product is definitely like setting into those fine lines. Do you guys see that? Nook and crannies, you guys can see that's where that foundation is just kind of like settling in. Okay, so I definitely feel like that bronzer's kind of helped a little bit to tone down like the yellowness, but now we're going to go into a powder bronzer. So this is the Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. I have this shade called Lighter Skin. That's literally all it says. So it's just lighter skin, medium skin, and deeper skin. So I was like, all right, well, we're going to try this out. It doesn't really have too much of a smell to it. It does look really pretty. It looks like it'd be really pretty to set on top of this powder bronzer. So I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to lightly just kind of set the face with it. I love using like a cream bronzer and then going on top with a powder bronzer. I feel like that just really helps to kind of lock that in, especially since we really didn't have too much to set the face today. I feel like this can really kind of like help to set the face just a tad. And it also kind of looks like sand. Like it looks like sand. I like that. So I just want to take a moment to point something out. Do we see this right there? Like that foundation is caking up right there in my hairbed. I don't really know what to do about it. I'm trying to like wipe it and put bronzer on it, and it's just kind of turning into like dry, patching looking skin. So we have that going on. That's nice. It's kind of happening around the face a little bit. So that's from the foundation. So that's something to definitely take a note of, that we have it just kind of sitting there in the face just a tad. Is what it is. Okay, so up next, I'm going to go in with the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. I have this shade called 01 Shimmery Rose. This is a EN with silky and ultra smooth texture, adds color, accents to your cheeks, and gives you a complexion of fresh look. I saw so many of the influencers using this particular blush, so I decided to just use it myself. It looks like it'd be really pretty, very just kind of soft pink moment. You guys know I don't like shimmering blushes, but for some reason that's kind of what they are going with. So we're just going to like make it work. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tap my brush into this. We're just going to lightly place this on the cheek. Ooh. Do you guys see that shimmer? I would definitely say it's really pretty. But it's already giving me a glow, and I haven't even put on highlighter yet. That's really, really nice. Okay, before we move on to highlighter, because, well, I feel like I don't, honestly, I feel like I don't even need highlighter because that is already giving me like a glow from within. I will say it's really pretty. I feel like if this is one of those products that if I just want to have like a glow from within and not really have a highlight, I could just use this because it's already giving me that really beautiful, soft, elegant glow that I do think is really nice. But I do want to add some highlighter, so I feel like that's just going to make this even more like right in your face. But we're going to go for it, guys. So I'm going to quickly go back in with this powder bronzer. And we're going to put this in our eyes today because I just want to use this liquid shadow. Because I saw everybody using this liquid shadow. And it actually does look super, super pretty. So I want to try it out. So we're just going to quickly just fill our eyes in with a little bit of the bronzer just to add some depth and dimension to the eye. Here, this is the Luminous Eye Tint Liquid Shadow. And this is in the shade called Dazzling Rose. It's just a liquid eyeshadow, water-based, dries like a powder, crease-proof, blend with fingers. Okay, so we're just going to take this. And we're just going to do what I saw everybody else do. And we're just going to take this on the brush. Okay, then we're going to blend with fingers. I feel like this is kind of like an underwhelming product just a little bit. It doesn't really have that too much of a sparkle or glow like I thought it would. I was definitely sold this just because it looked a lot prettier on other people than it does on me personally. So this one's kind of like a disappointment for sure. Like out of all the products I tried so far, this one's probably like my least favorite so far, just because it's just really not that pretty, and it's just kind of like leaving like this kind of like harsher line right there, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, so like it definitely does dry itself down, but I just don't really think it's the prettiest color in my opinion, and I feel like maybe I shouldn't have put on the bronzer with it. I don't know. I'm just kind of following what I saw other people do, and I'm not really a fan, but we'll try to see if we can, you know, spice it up a little bit because I'm going to go in with the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. So this is in the shade called Be My Highlight. It's in the shade 10, and it's just a baked highlighter with an ultra smooth texture that puts fresh, luminous accents on the face. So let's try this out. See if I like this. Oh, I think this might be the lightest highlighter that they have. Okay, well, we're going to go in with my brush from Bling Brushes. This is the F35, and we're going to see how this looks. Definitely looks like a little bit deeper in the pan, but it is pretty. Not too bad. I'm gonna take a little bit on my finger. See if I can spice up this look on the lid. I feel like it didn't do too much for the shadow on the lid, unfortunately. So it is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to go in with one of my favorite mascaras, which is the I Heart Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. This is actually like a legit fantastic mascara, I will say. It is kind of sharp, so you got to be careful when putting this onto the eye because the brush itself has like spiky little edges, but it's a fantastic, fantastic mascara. Spreading right there. We're just gonna let this dry before I can fix it, but it is what it is. Okay, so now that the mascara is on, I didn't do anything like, I didn't get anything for like eyeliner things, so we're just gonna kind of leave it very, very basic makeup. We're gonna go into a lip liner. So I got the Essence Soft and Precise Lip Pencil. I have the shade called Legendary, 05 Legendary. I'll have everything linked down below in case you guys want to check it out. But I'm going to try out their lip pencil. Okay, not too bad. Okay, definitely not bad. It's a little bit too pale for me, but we can definitely make this work. Okay, then for like a lip gloss situation, I picked up the What the Fake. This is a plumping lip filler. I have the shade, it's a plumping lip filler with cinnamon oil and hyaluronic acid and has a pearly nude finish. I got this shade called, what shade did I? Oh My Nude. So it says that this is supposed to be 88% saw plumping effect, 90% saw instant effect, and 84% it said provides a hydrated feel. So we're gonna try this out. I tried to go for like a really pretty color that kind of matched the lip liner. So I'm really curious to see. Oh, I wish this would have a cinnamon taste, but this is like, oh, this actually really matches this lip liner. Definitely not bad. Doesn't really have too much of a taste. and it has a slight tingling sensation, but it's not overwhelming. We'll see how it lasts in a couple minutes. So to finish off, I have the Essence Fix and Last 18-Hour Makeup Fixing Spray, Instant Matte Effect, waterproof, and it's free from oil and alcohol. So let's try this out. It's like taped. Oh, it's really pleasant. It smells like really clean and fresh. Okay, and this is the final look. Okay guys, so this is the final look. We're gonna kind of go over everything before I start my wear test. So up first, we do have the Poreless Partner Primer. This is definitely not a bad primer. I love the way it smells. It's very like clean and fresh, and it feels very smoothing on the face. It doesn't do anything for the pores. My pores are still pretty visible, but we'll see how long this makes the makeup last. So this right now is going to be a to be determined based upon first impressions. I do like how it feels, and I like how my makeup applied on top of it, but we're really going to have to see how well this holds up. Next, we do have the Keep Me Covered Long Lasting Foundation. This is super matte. It dries incredibly quickly. I don't really like the color that I have because I got a light neutral, and this is definitely not a light neutral. It definitely had a yellow tone to it, which I don't really like because sometimes, you know, foundations can oxidize down to a different color. This is just very, very yellow on me, and it definitely is settling into some fine lines that I have on my face. It's settling into the nook and crannies on the nose. So I'm not really the biggest fan of that, and I feel like it didn't really cling really nicely I feel like it did not cling nicely to my nose either, but we're going to see how well this wears. I mean, who knows? This can hold up very well. Maybe my oil won't seep through, and then hey, this could be a fantastic foundation overall. I might just have to play with it, maybe mix in something else with it, but based on first impressions, it's okay. It's definitely not my favorite so far, but we're going to see how well this wears. Then we do have the concealer. Now this concealer, I'm really not that impressed with because right now I see all of my fine lines under my eyes. It looks like it's settling into the fine lines instead of actually making them look smooth and blurred. I feel like it just really didn't do nothing. Like you guys can see right here, like my eyes look really like wrinkly and stuff like that. It is the concealer that's in there. I also didn't have the most appropriate like setting powder either. I tried to set it, but for some reason it's just not really like wanting to give me the coverage that I'm looking for, and it's just kind of just settling into those lines. Very, very lightweight. I'm not really impressed with this. This isn't like wowing me. So this one's kind of like a pass for me. Next, we do have the Baby Got Bronze. I really do love this bronzer. I have loved it since I tried it last year. I think it smells absolutely incredible. Really, really nice bronzer. Nothing bad to say about this. I think it's a really cute little affordable bronzer. Then we do have the Brighten Up Banana Powder right here. Now this is just supposed to mattify. It's a mattifying compact primer. This says it's great for concealer and baking, but so far I feel like it's not really doing too much for underneath the eyes. I did set my eyes, but I feel like it just didn't do anything in terms of like setting it. I don't know why, but like you can clearly still see where that makeup went right into those fine lines, and it's just setting there, and it's not really doing anything to make it more set, if that makes sense. So this right here I think might be just a pass for me. It's not really wowing at all. Then we do have the matte bronzing powder. This is a really pretty bronzing powder. I had nothing bad to say about this. I definitely want to keep playing with this. I think it's really pretty. Same thing with this baked blush. I think it's a really, really pretty color. I definitely think that I don't need to add highlighter when wearing this because I feel like it definitely gives me a luminous glow without a highlighter, but I do think it's a really, really pretty color. Then we do have the highlighter itself. Now the highlighter, it's pretty. It's nothing wowing. I tried adding it to the eyes to add more dimension, and I feel like it really didn't do much to it. It's just a pretty highlight. There's nothing that really stands out about it. I neither love it nor hate it. It's pretty. This eyeshadow, like liquid shadow right here, I don't really find anything wowing about it. It just kind of like sits on the eye, and it's not the easiest blend because of the fact that like it doesn't want to blend with the bronzer too much, and it's not really a wowing color. I feel like this would be prettier maybe by itself, so I'll have to try it by itself next time. But I was just doing what I saw every other influencer do, and I just feel like this is just not really working out for me the way that I wanted to. But I will say at least it's not cracking. It dried down really quickly. It's really easy to blend out. It's just nothing wowing in my opinion. Then we do have the Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. I love this mascara. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I love the fact that it's waterproof. It does a great job of lifting and volumizing the lashes. Absolutely fantastic. And then we do have the lip liner. I think the lip liner is nice. I do prefer a more creamier formula. This is not really creamy. It's definitely more just like a straight up pencil, but it is a pretty color. We'll have to try this out, see how long wear it is, and we'll see how long wearing it is. But it's not, I have nothing bad to say about this. Same thing with like this plumping lip oil, right? Plumping lip gloss. It has a cinnamon base to it. It is, I could feel it like on the lips. It just feels like a very slight heated sensation. Like I just kind of ate something spicy and it's sitting on the lips. I think the color is really pretty. I don't really see anything plumping wise with it, but I do think the color is pretty. And I like that it's not overwhelming in terms of like the heat and plumping sensation. I do enjoy that. And then we do have the setting spray. It smells absolutely fantastic. Kind of smells like the primer. It's just very like soft and light fragrance, but very clean smelling. And we'll have to see how well this holds up. So overall, based upon first impressions, I do like the Essence makeup line. I think they make some good products for such an affordable cost. I spent $55 buying all of this. $55 buying a full face of Essence, which I think is absolutely a fantastic price. I mean, I bought it online, so I did have to pay for shipping and handling, but $55 in total for this, I think it's a great deal to get a full face. Essence is very, very, very affordable, and I do think they can make some really great products. Not everything will work, but I think some things will work, but we'll see how well this actually holds up to my oily skin. Now, I want to go ahead and say that, like, yes, I kept talking about the influencers in this video that did a full face of Essence. Obviously, I want them to get their coin. That is how they make their living, but the only thing I want to see more in 2024 is I want people to disclose when there is a sponsorship or an ad. It takes 2 seconds to say, thank you so much for Essence for partnering up with me, or thank you so much for Essence for sponsoring today's video. There's nothing wrong with having a sponsored post. I just wish more influencers, especially on TikTok, would disclose when there is will disclose when it's an ad and or a sponsorship, because I feel like it's kind of misleading to the viewers, and it just really sets a bad image for the rest of the content creators out there who are disclosing and saying, hey, this is sponsored by. And it's just causing so much trouble, like that. It just trickles down the line where all these bigger influencers do this, and it kind of affects us smaller influencers, because then no one really believes if we really love it or not because of all the bad things that they have done. So like I said, there's nothing wrong with them doing ads or sponsored posts. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Get that coin, but at the same time, please disclose. That's all I ask. So first impressions, not bad. It's not bad. Okay guys, so we are 1 hour in. This is my skin in like natural daylight. Definitely not looking too bad. Lips are holding on, eyes are holding on, the face is definitely holding on, although right here it looks like I'm getting a little shiny. But we're literally like 1 hour into the makeup, and it's not looking bad so far, but we could already see where shininess is happening like right here. So that's gonna be a big indicator that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get pretty oily with this. But I just want to show you guys what my face looks like in natural daylight, no beauty lights, nothing. This is kind of just what we are working with. 1 hour in. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm about 5 hours in, and I'm not really oily, surprisingly, but my husband, what'd you say?
You look like you're sick.
Yeah, he said my face is so yellow that like I'm like not jaundice. Yeah, like right here he said it's super jaundice, but like it's right here it's like all bronzed and like blushy, but here's so yellow. I told you the guys that this foundation was super yellow on me, even though it's supposed to be a light with a neutral undertone. This pulls so yellow. But I will say I have not gotten oily. Am I oily at all? No, not oily. So I've been wearing this for 5 hours, so that's some sort of indicator that this is still working, still holding on. Typically I would get pretty shiny by now, and I haven't, so I'll take it, but the shade is just, it's not for me. Okay guys, so we are officially 9 hours in to the wear test. As you guys can see, I am getting pretty shiny. Not as bad as I have in previous all day wear tests, but definitely really shiny. Right here is where I wore my blue light glasses, because I was on the computer, I like to wear my blue light glasses, but you guys can clearly see that I am pretty oily. I will say nothing really did break up, which I'm actually quite impressed with. The forehead did stay intact, the cheeks did stay intact and whatnot, but the foundation as a whole just looks absolutely disgusting. I mean, like, look at my chin, look at the oil, my face just looks disgusting. Look at the under eyes right here. Do you guys see that? That is disgusting. So definitely doesn't hold up as long as it claims to hold up for, but I will say that the eyeshadow surprisingly did last. Blush lash, bronzer lash, highlighter, not as much, but I look disgusting. I do look disgusting. I mean, I can't get over how aged it made my under eyes look. So I will say, even though my face looks absolutely disgusting, for it holding up for 9 hours, for the most part, this is how we look. It's actually not that bad. I still don't like the color. The color is just too yellow on me. I did get a light neutral, but it pulled way too yellow on me. So it makes me look a little sickly, a little jaundice-esque. I just am not the biggest fan of the color. But for a drugstore, like routine, this isn't that bad. For 9 hours, this isn't that bad. I'm sure if I touch it up with like some setting powder or a brush, it might look a little bit better. But definitely not the worst face I've had, but it's definitely not the best face that I had. It's not bad. I will say, out of everything, I like it. I like some of these products minus the foundation and concealer and the eyeshadow stick. Everything else is truly not bad. I can definitely see myself using this stuff again. And I will, just because I want to keep trying things out. But based on first impressions, I would say this is all, it's okay. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's okay. Alrighty guys, that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, so I do post 4 to 5 videos every single week. Leave down comments below of what brand you guys want to see next. I already have NYX on my list and I have e.l.f. on my list. Let me know what brands you guys want me to do a full face of next. It could be drugstore, it could be high-end. Let me know, because I want to make that happen for you guys. And if you guys did not know, I do have another channel. It's called R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband Corey. You guys will also see some reading content over there and some gaming content coming up as well. And as always, I want to give the biggest shout out to these amazing, wonderful Patreon members right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my very next video. Bye. But like I said, make do with what we have. But with what we have. But I really love trying out new brands, Also gotta make a brand once or twice a month, especially. Okay, then for the lips. Okay, then for like a lip liner, but right now it's currently taking a US tour. Right? I think this is such a beautiful, beautiful concealer. I mean, beautiful. I think it's geared towards especially when it's geared more. I thought this would be a fun video to try out their undisclosed ads. I thought it'd be so funny. I thought it'd be so fun to try out the products that they did.